Okay. So the right-hand one is the slightly better one. It wasn't one of the best ones we got. The one was a little bit thin, so we can see the move you make is going to be very, very subtle, but we'll sort of pinpoint some sort of parts of the swing where you hopefully sort of see the difference of what we're trying to achieve. So the left-hand one kind of been before. Again, for me, grip-wise, massively improved. Now your hand look more neutral and neutral on the golf club, like they're controlling the club face a lot improved there, which is great. Now then, top of the backswing there, we kind of get here. We stop, and as we start moving, the arms are coming down, okay? As you start coming down here, the arms are coming down. Now your body's gonna pop back up at impact. You can see sort of post-impact here now, a little bit tucked up, lower half's not really moving off that right side. You're kind of hanging back, which is basically gonna cause that club to kind of flip behind you, potentially give that hook, okay? This one here, now we get the top of the backswing. At this point now, we wanna start moving to our left. There. There's that little kind of just there before that club starts coming down where you just move there. See that?
Yeah.
So it could be a little bit more. And this one was a little bit thin, and this is how smaller margins would be. However, the one that was a little bit thin was a bit like that last shot there, pretty straight. Not the best strike, but it went kind of within 10% of your target. I think you're going for like 150-ish, 145, whatever, and it went like 146. It wasn't like it was like way left, it wasn't way short, okay? But at least by moving this way now, at least when you come into the golf ball, you can see there's a lot less sort of pop up before impact. Impact there now, really good. If we put a line down through there, that's pretty good. There you go on your left side. Your right leg now is starting to move in a lot more, okay? And then post impact now, this right foot now is starting to move a little bit more. Your knees coming in a bit more, and then you're able to rotate more fully through here. Whereas this one here now, we're trying to play catch up. Same kind of position there. Look how much you haven't moved your lower half, yeah? It's still, that foot still supporting where your weight kind of was, yeah? And it's just split seconds, okay? Obviously afterwards, when you get through to kind of the follow through, you feel, okay, I'll come up on a toe, and you finish there and you go, oh, I got there. But it's just a bit late. So if your body's always going to try and, number one thing, your body's got to stay upright, okay, and not fall over. So if your weight's hanging back here and not quite moved left enough, if you're back here, you're not going to want to do that because you'll fall back. So your right foot will always kind of be the supporter, and if he's still kind of hanging back a little bit there, almost when that swing's finished, yeah, it's not really much moving off that until kind of about now, and it's sort of, I'll come to the end, and then you sort of, the pose looks good at the end there, which is all right, but obviously you've got there a little bit kind of delayed and late in the swing there. So come here, right. This one here now is also moving, that kind of movement there, a little bit of a bump into that left side. So you can see now the left side now is getting more in line, okay? You're more on your left side here as we're striking the golf ball, and now your foot now is moving off there a lot more. You're moving to your left side and able to rotate through the golf ball. So the sequencing with the hands and arms are going to be better. You're not going to try and hold off the club face. So in terms of the shots, just to sort of give you sort of a reminder there, if that's the flag there and the golf ball is here, if you hook it to the left, okay, you probably hung back on your right side a little bit if the strike is okay, all right? Don't then just try and block it further right by kind of holding the club face open. That's something you can do almost instinctively. So I was like, okay, don't hit this golf ball left of the white line. You could do that. It goes 60 yards right, but it wouldn't go left. Not really going to achieve a purpose, okay? We want that ball to be kind of doing that kind of shape, which means your body is moving left and you're releasing your arms better, okay? If your body moves left and you hang on to it, you just push it to the right there. And you might get a couple of sort of thinny ones if you're not careful, all right? So the movement from the top is the key thing. Definitely some progression there with your kind of, your grip and your setup there now and sort of movement. Your body's not falling down quite so much. Your slower backswing, as you said last time, is sort of helping that, I think. But now when you get to here, the sort of the reminder now is, okay, I've now got to start sort of turning and going downhill. Almost like the back shoulder here is kind of going and going down that as he's like turning into that left side. So you're just sort of falling a little bit more. So this movement here, yeah, that movement, you're doing it before the arms start coming down, yeah? So you're kind of pre-setting yourself kind of there to then unwind and extend, not and hanging back. Again, it's subtle, it's small, you can do it, you've proved that, it's just sometimes trying to feel what does that feel like, yeah?
Yeah.
Which will take a bit of practice. But your ball flight will kind of tell you whether you're doing it or not, okay?
But it's nice to see in that film, based on the one you sent me last time, is
Yeah.
you drawing that circle around my head. My head's not dropping a significant amount.
Yeah.
It does a little
There's
bit in
gonna
the
be
top of the
some-
back swing,
yeah,
but I think
yeah.
that's because I'm just so tight.
But the thing is, you've got a window of kind of which you can be within, okay? You could be one way or t'other, but as long as you're kind of within that, if it moves a little bit, or you could be a little bit too steep or a little bit too shallow, there is sort of, it hasn't got to be a perfect line here and a perfect head spot there. There is a little bit of leeway other way, so. Okay, mate?
Amazing.
Good stuff, very good, mate. Well done.